Man-eating leopard of Rudraprayag. The leopard of Rudraprayag was a male man-eating leopard, reputed to have killed over 125 people. It was eventually killed by hunter and author Jim Corbett. The first victim of the leopard was from Benji village, and was killed in 1918. For the next 8 years, people were afraid to venture alone at night on the road to the Hindu holy shrines of Kedarnath and Badrinath, for it passed through the leopard's territory, and few villagers left their houses after dark. The leopard, preferring human flesh, would break down doors, leap through windows, claw through the mud or thatch walls of huts, and drag the occupants out before devouring them. According to official records, the leopard killed over 125 people. However, Corbett notes that the number of deaths was probably higher due to unreported kills and deaths due to injuries sustained in attacks. Rudraprayag will never forget that summer in 1918. Despite the withering heat, all doors were barricaded at sundown. Sleep was unthinkable, until sometime before dawn, screams would herald the kill. Then the luckier ones would stifle a few hours more, thankfully, until daylight brought release. The priests made charms and prayed that the scourge be taken from them. Hunters from other villages came, set traps for the killer, laid in wait for him, put poison in titbits left on the edge of the jungle. Nothing availed. The priests prepared sacrifices to the goddess Kali, who is the Indian deity of death. It is she who is supposed to send pestilence and plagues into the villages. Surely if there was ever a pestilence, this leopard was one, and so Kali might be induced to send him away. Goats and sheep were lifted up to the top of tall poles and they're left slowly to die. But the sacrifices were as ineffective as the drums, the traps, and the charms. Units of Gurkha soldiers and British soldiers were sent to track it, but failed. Attempts to kill the leopard with high-powered gin traps and poison also failed. Several well-known hunters tried to capture the leopard and the British government offered financial rewards. All of this, however, ended in failure. It was on 2nd of May, 1926, when Jim Corbett finally nailed the notorious man-eating leopard that had terrorized travelers and villagers on the pilgrim road to Badrinath or Kedarnath for 8 long years, claiming 125 victims. The leopard showed exceptional cunning in evading traps, poison baits, and the bullets of shikaris and bounty hunters. Its depredations found echo in the British Parliament and was believed to be possessed by an evil spirit by the superstitious hill people. In the autumn of 1925, Jim Corbett took it upon himself to try to kill the leopard and, after a 10-week hunt, he successfully did so on May 2, 1926. Corbett's notes revealed that this leopard, a large elderly male, was in fine condition except for a few healed injuries sustained from hunters after it had become a man-eater. The leopard had started hunting people 8 years earlier, when it was still young, therefore it was not old age that caused it to turn to hunting people. Corbett wrote that, in his opinion, human bodies left unburied during disease epidemics were the main reason for the Rudraprayag and Panur leopards to become man-eaters. There was no doubt that it was the scourge. All its kills had shown 3 teeth marks instead of 4. The dead leopard lacked a tooth. Its length was exceptional. 7 feet 10 inches it measured, even after it had been dead all night and shrunk a bit. But its last human kill was its 125th, and no white man can ever persuade the people of Garhwal that the scourge was not possessed of a demon.